since the Mistlands update, we now have 4 tameable / breedable animals in Valheim: boars, wolves, lox, and hens. That's right, we got chickens, baby. The boar, of course, is one of the first enemies you will find, but you can either trap them with a pin or dig a pit and shove them in to have the same effect. This, of course, will allow you to trap them for taming and breeding. Now, they only come in 2 different statuses, which is wild and tamed. They have 4 moods: hungry, happy, frightened, and acclimatizing, which is aka taming. So in order to acclimatize, the boars need to be happy and not frightened, so no exclamation point over their head or the taming process is stopped, which is a 30-minute process / 3 in-game Valheim days. So that's a fairly long time, so you don't want to prolong this any more than you have to. So you have to stay within 60 meters of them for them to be acclimatizing to your presence, to get domesticated and be tamed, and they have to be happy, which can be done by feeding them raspberries, blueberries, carrots, turnips, onions, red mushrooms, pretty much everything but glowing mushrooms. Now mind you that you can only have 5 boars within a 10-meter area, so if you want to produce more than that, you will have to create a breeder to break the limit, which is a whole nother can of worms. So if you want to get into that, comment down below, let me know, and I'll be sure to create an updated new breeder, which I have one in mind that y'all would love. Now, moving on to the next tameable animal, which of course is the wolf, which you can trap either in a wooden pen or a pit. It's smarter to do this in a pit because the wolves are fairly strong and they will tear your shit up quick if you do not get away in time for them to calm down. But if you give them a second, they'll chill out and then they'll begin the acclimatizing process, which these guys have pretty much the same taming process as the boar. 30 minutes, 3 in-game days. They eat straight raw meat, so you can feed them boar meat and deer meat, and then of course they breed every few days. You can expect these pretty little puppies like these right here, and you will have access to the first actual useful tameable animal that will attack and defend you and follow you around. But moving on to the largest animal that you can tame in Valheim, the lox, or loxen, depending if you want to be technical, which you can either trap in a stone pen or a pit. My favorite is the pit because they just tend to push each other in here. It makes it really easy to trap a pair if you find 3 of them. Now these big bad boys right here eat cloudberries, flax, and barley, so pretty much all the plains vegetation is their normal food source, and you can only have 4 of these guys within 20 meters, and it takes a whole hour. So this is about 6 days in game, 5 days, something like that, 5 days in game. But after your long and a gruesome acclimatizing wait for the lox, you will get access to breed these beautiful little loxen baby right here. Look at you, you're so cute.
Fatality.
But after your loxen have grown up, you will be able to come back and create a black metal saddle that you can put on these guys and mount and ride them and have unlimited stamina carry weight, so you can load up on ore, drag them through the river, swim them, you can take them into battle. These guys are beasts, extremely useful, very handy to have, and of course you can breed them for pelts and meat, a necessity to create lox pie, a high tier food that everybody knows and loves. But moving on to the last and final tameable animal, the chicken, aka the hen. Now to be able to breed hens, you will first need to have bought eggs from Haldor in the Black Forest. These are 1,500 a pop, a rather pricey egg in my opinion. Hens cannot be killed or take damage by the player unless you have the butcher's knife, but that being said, they can get electrocuted by the obliterator and they can light themselves on fire with the ground braziers like the ones you see in front of me. Now the eggs that you buy will need to be incubated, so they will need to be close to a fire, and you can look at the status of the egg by hovering over it. They will tell you if it's too cold or if it's warm. If it's warm, then you will have to wait the 3 in-game days for them to hatch. Then you will have little yellow chickens running around, and you can wait a day and they'll grow up into fully formed hens. Now these hens right here will eat onion seeds, turnip seeds, carrot seeds, and in turn they will produce eggs. But with that being said, once you slaughter your chickens, you will get 2 feathers and 1 chicken breast, making this a great archer's resource, and the honey glazed chicken isn't that bad itself. And of course you made it this far, so you know you liked the video, so go ahead, hit that like button for me, and please look at this graph, it's disgraceful. Subscribe, and I'll catch you folks in the next one.